Salesian Spirituality and the Religious Life. Today, let us explore the profound connection between Salesian spirituality and religious life. The spiritual wisdom of St. Francis de Sales offers unique insights into how those consecrated to religious life can embody their vocation with joy, dedication, and effectiveness. In a world that often misunderstands religious commitment, Salesian spirituality provides a practical, loving, and deeply human approach to following Christ. Let us delve into the core tenets of Salesian spirituality and discover how they enrich religious life, fostering both personal holiness and impactful ministry. The first point for our reflection today is understanding Salesian spirituality. Salesian spirituality, rooted in the teachings of St. Francis de Sales and St. Jain de Chantal, is characterized by several key principles. First of all, universal call to holiness. Holiness is not reserved for a select few, but extended to all individuals. Secondly, emphasis on love. Love is the guiding principle for all actions and relationships. Thirdly, gentleness and humility. These virtues are central to interactions with others, fostering peace. Fourthly, living in the present moment. Salesians aim to fully embrace each moment as an opportunity to serve divine love. Fifthly, finding God in everyday life. Spirituality is integrated into daily life, recognizing God's presence in the ordinary. St. Francis de Sales lived during a time of religious upheaval and sought to offer an accessible spirituality for ordinary people. His collaboration with St. Jain de Chantal led to the founding of the Visitation Order, embodying these principles. Key texts like Introduction to the Devout Life and Treatise on the Love of God provide practical wisdom on living out a devout life, deepening one's love for God. The second point for our reflection today is the religious life, a Salesian interpretation. First of all, vocation as a response to God's love. In Salesian spirituality, a vocation to religious life is understood as a profound response to God's love. It is a calling to dedicate one's life entirely to God, living out the gospel values in a communal setting and serving others with love and compassion. This vocation is not merely a duty, but a joyful embrace of God's will, motivated by love and a desire for union with Him. Secondly, community as a school of love. Salesian communities are envisioned as schools of love, where members support and encourage one another in their spiritual journeys. The community provides a nurturing environment for practicing the Salesian virtues of gentleness, humility, and patience, fostering a sense of belonging and mutual care. This communal life is modeled on the Holy Trinity, reflecting the unity and love that exists within God. Thirdly, ministry as an expression of charity. Ministry in the Salesian context is an expression of charity motivated by a desire to bring God's love to others, especially those most in need. Salesians are called to reach out to people in practical, life-supporting ways with a particular focus on the young and those at risk. This ministry is both active and contemplative, seeking to integrate prayer and action in a seamless witness to God's gospel. Fourthly, the role of Mary. Mary, the Mother of God, holds a special place in Salesian spirituality. She is seen as a model of love, humility, and devotion, guiding Salesians on their spiritual journey. Mary's virtues inspire each of us to cultivate a deep relationship with God and to serve others with a motherly heart. The third point for our reflection today is living Salesian spirituality in the religious life. First of all, personal prayer and contemplation. Personal prayer is the cornerstone of Salesian spirituality. Religious are encouraged to maintain a deep relationship with God through daily prayer and contemplation. This prayer life informs their actions, helping them to live Jesus in every moment. Secondly, the practice of little virtues. St. Francis de Sales emphasized the practice of little virtues such as patience, gentleness, humility, and simplicity. These are the building blocks of holiness, transforming ordinary actions into expressions of love. Thirdly, discernment and obedience. Discernment, the process of seeking God's will, is essential for religious. Through prayer, reflection, and spiritual direction, they align their will with God's, reviewing obedience as an act of love and freedom. Fourth, spiritual direction and accompaniment. Spiritual direction is crucial in Salesian spirituality. A spiritual director helps individuals discern God's will and grow in virtue with understanding and gentleness. Fifth, community life and shared mission. Salesian religious communities are unified by a shared mission. Members support one another in discerning God's will and carrying out their ministry with love, animated by Salesian spirit of charity. The fourth point for our reflection today is Salesian spirituality, a contemporary relevance. First of all, addressing modern challenges. Salesian spirituality offers timeless wisdom for modern society. Its emphasis on love, gentleness, and finding God in daily life counters materialism, individualism, and stress. Religious, by embodying these principles, offer a compelling witness to the gospel. Secondly, evangelization and outreach. Salesian spirituality is inherently missional. Religious are called to share the good news with others, fostering encounters based on respect, dialogue, and gentleness. Salesians create spaces for connection and promote gospel values in ways that resonate with modern seekers. Thirdly, promoting social justice. Salesian spirituality is deeply connected to social justice, urging religious to advocate for the poor and marginalized. By living out the values of love and compassion, Salesians challenge oppression and promote human dignity. In conclusion, Salesian spirituality offers a transformative path for religious to deepen their relationship with God and live out their vows with joy. By embracing the core principles of love, gentleness, humility, and finding God in everyday life, religious become powerful witnesses to the gospel. They inspire others to seek holiness and contribute to building a just and loving world. May we all, as part of the Salesian family, strive to reflect Christ's love and embody these virtues in our daily lives. Live Jesus.